To begin, you need to take the car for a ride to get it fully warmed up. You'll need to snap some pictures of your cluster. This is a crucial step to maintain correct needle placement later on. Next, you want to follow my video on how to remove the gauge face. Once you have the cluster removed, we need to break down the cluster further. Using your T15 Torx driver, remove the 6 screws on the backing plate. This will expose the main board. To remove the bulbs, use a pair of pliers to grasp the socket and twist left to remove. To remove the bulb from the socket, simply pull the bulb straight out. The LED bulbs we will use are polarized, so if you find they do not work, simply turn them around within the socket. Our next step is to remove the gauge face bezel. Again, using our T15 Torx driver, we remove 8 screws. Numbers 5 and 8 I removed during the initial cluster pullout. We tried different diffuser films to see if replacing just the film would work. Sometimes you get lucky in this step, but most often you don't. This means we need to remove the needles from the gauge face.
This is normally used for to pull chips off circuit boards.
Using a flathead screwdriver, gently maneuver underneath the faceplate, breaking the glue that is used to tack it in place. The green is molded on the back of the gauge face.
This one here?
Yeah, just show us all the green, you know? Yep. Okay, now come here. Let me see it over here. Yeah, just show it so you can see that there's some green there. Okay?
The actual diffuser is actually clear.
And then the diffuser is clear. Using a Dremel with a fine sander attached, we carefully sand off the green molding.
Right over the 100.
Cleared that one line. So now put the blue film behind it.
See it? Blue.
No, it's blue. Let me zoom in. So while we're down here in the lab, Davis is in the back doing this. I want to take this moment to talk to you about the different types of bulbs that this application can work with. I'm not sure exactly which one we're going to go with yet until we plug them in and look how the light dispersion works. But to go over the different types of bulbs that are available in your cluster, they're all T74 wedge-based bulbs. This is an example of a one-directional, straight-ahead, wedged 74 type bulb. The other type of 74 that's available on the market is a 3-pronged type wedge-based 74 bulb, and you can see that it disperses lights in 30-degree angles, and there's 3 LEDs in here. The next one is also a 3 LED wedge-based 74 bulb. It's got one on the top and then one on each side, a left and a right. Not too sure about this one because I don't think we're going to get enough light coverage. Similar to this one is the same design, only it adds 2 on either side plus a directional. I'm betting on either this one or the 3-way to be the best application, but we're going to find out. Anyway, that's the 4 different types of 74 wedge-based bulbs that are available to you. We'll figure out which one it is. We'll put it in. It'll be part of the write-up, so you won't have to guess on which bulb will work best. So stay tuned.
That's it.
So we're good, all except for the digital display at this point. Here we are testing the light dispersion with the gauge face removed. This will tell us which bulb spreads the light the best within the cluster. We want to get the maximum amount of coverage possible, so we're going to take our silver reflective diffuser and we're going to place it in the white panel that sits behind the cluster. So Davis is going to go ahead and cut a template to fit this. You can get this at any craft store. It's just a luminescent material. They usually use for scrapbook, and it works great as a reflector. So we're going to do that and then test that out.
Well, I have a completed reflector here, so put some finishing touches on it.
We can see that our digital display is like a cyan. When we put a red and blue film over the cyan, it's going to turn it white, like that. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to fabricate a red and blue film into our gauge face so that we have a white digital display. So we got our red and blue over this. Davis just fabricated. I switched some lights around in here. Now we're going to try it over our cyan digital display. Nice and white. It's exactly what we wanted. Probably get a better shot of that once we actually get it in. But now it's going to match all of our indicator lights. As you can see here, I have the service engine soon is also white, and I changed a couple of these. I left the seatbelt, battery, and brake red. Everything else I changed to white. So let me go ahead and put this back together, and we'll take a good look at the finished product.